All right, so I got sent this video, and I think I've never heard a woman explain how women fall in love better than she has. I mean, it's kind of unbelievable. Let's listen what she has to say, because it's
This is
crazy.
what women are looking for that you're probably missing out on. Now, here's the big difference with men and women in dating. In the beginning,
Listen
it's
to this.
easier for women to just get dates. They tend to have a lot more options, which makes them pickier. So, on the men's part,
Mhm.
that first dating.
So that is, I swear to you, that explains why when you go to big cities, those women have a high likelihood of canceling dates on you. They have a high likelihood of being more more picky and rejecting you. I prefer that you meet women in smaller cities, not towns, small, because those women tend to be more realistic. Big city women, New York, Berlin, fucking God forbid, they're so picky that they'll make even the most attractive guy look feel unattractive. And they're only doing that because of they just have too many options.
Threshold is probably where you're going to need help. But when a woman is dating you and she picks you, and usually she's picking that guy that she can see herself with long term, so he probably has a decent job, she finds him good looking. He's going to have these desirable qualities that most women find desirable, which means he is going to have more options. So at that point, that's where the power dynamic shifts. Then the point that the woman is struggling with is getting that man to commit and forming that long-term relationship. So if you're struggling with that first initial threshold of even getting dates with women, I think what's most important to ask is, are you the type of person you would want to date? Meaning,
And let
have
me
you.
be honest, a lot of you guys are not. I'm just gonna be honest with you. A lot of you guys are delusional about your value as a person. A lot of you guys have nothing to offer to a woman. And the only reason why you feel entitled is because you have a lot of desire, but you don't but there's nothing you could do about it. And it hurts more to realize how your situation. It hurts more. So you rather go the easy route and tell yourself that it's just that they don't see it. No, the reason why they're not into you is because where you are within that context, you're not their type and you're not attracted. Usually, you know what's the big you know you want to know what these guys are doing that are the reason why they're getting these types of results. They don't know they're alone a lot. They're alone. They're only trying to meet women online, and they don't know how to meet people in real life. I did game for a lot of years. The one time I decided to actually meet people in real life, that's when my results. I wasn't meeting more women though, but I was meeting less, but they were staying. Why? Because I would go to I started going to art school. I would go to weekly poetry clubs. I would go play basketball, not in a men's basketball league, but in a women and men's basketball league. And without noticing, I had a lot of prospects. And it wasn't that I was ugly. My problem was that I was on Tinder and there was just too many options. And if you don't understand this basic thing, you'll never get to the next phase of making her fall in love because you're fucking up even in the most basic of things.
You've been working through your past trauma. Are you able to emotionally regulate? Are you taking care of yourself in both your health, spiritually? Do you have a job? Are you someone that you would want to be with long term? Because in those initial moments, if we're looking at evolutionarily how we developed, a woman is picking that one partner. So
Hmm.
for her, that is a bigger investment. You better be able to protect and provide. That's not a gold digger thing, that is a safety thing. Women, especially if they're going to go on to have a child, they're probably going to give up years of their own working potential. They're sacrificing their bodies, and also how difficult it would be for them to date if it doesn't work out. And also considering that when there is a split, mothers mostly get full custody. So they better
Hmm.
pick right because no one wants to have to raise these children by themselves. This is harsh advice, but if you are in the extremes of being overweight, broke, or unhappy, there is time that you should be spending working on that versus going out trying to get laid or going on a date. If, however, you feel like you're a great guy, what are some of the other things you can do? How can you make her feel special? There are so many little things that don't even cost that much that make her feel like she is special to you. Flowers aren't even that expensive. Why aren't you guys getting them? And if you can't afford it, go out in the freaking field and pick me some
Like
wildflowers.
it's rough hearing that. They sound superficial, but there's a biological reason why. Just like we guys can be superficial, but it's because there's a biological reason why we're superficial. And this reality hurts to a lot of guys. But the problem is that most guys are just lazy. They don't understand that a woman falls in love with the visual also, and what you have. Yes, it might attract some gold diggers. No, that's true. I mean, we're not asking you to lead with your money. We're not asking you to lead with all of that, with how much, none of that stuff. We're just asking you to learn how to become more ambitious. Surround yourself with other people, meet people, right? Practice daily meditation. And over time, the right women will come. And the thing is that when you improve on yourself, you don't notice how attractive you're becoming. You really don't notice it because you're just becoming happier and you feel more at peace. When you're just paying attention, whether or not it's working, that's not how it works. You have to build yourself up slowly but surely. You become more valuable over time. But never take shortcuts. Never try to scam people to get rich. Never take steroids to get that body so that she can like you. Never lie or none of that kind of stuff. Go the long route where you build discipline, where you build a social circle. Even you don't even need to build a social circle. Just fucking run with people. Join a running club. Join a bicycling club. Look, this is the thing: is that I know a lot of you guys. I know a lot of you guys never been to a running club or a chess, not chess clubs, a bunch of dudes, art club, none of that. Wanna know why? Because if you guys would know, y'all would have done it, and y'all would not be watching this video because you guys would have found something. That's just the truth. If you knew the power of meeting people in real life, not on Tinder, you realize that it becomes so much more easier. All right. Anyways, if you guys want to learn how to meet them in real life, actually, you guys can purchase my course called Dark Game, where I teach you guys these strategies on how to meet and attract women without going straight to hell. I know it sounds like dark game, but we're not teaching manipulation, but we are teaching you strategies that honestly that it'll just save you years, because a lot of the times you guys are just repeating the same strategies. You don't notice it though, you don't notice yourself repeating the same strategies because you're in your own head. You're living your reality. It's all you know, and you need somebody to look at you and tell you, be like, oh, wait a minute, dude, you're repeating the same patterns because you just don't notice it because you do things because they're comfortable. Right. So you can purchase that course on the description down below where it says purchase Dark Game, and I'll see you guys inside.